I just want to speak about applied psychology. This is what's been that's been done to the public for almost 12 months now, since last March. So what they do, they start with, I think it's a form of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. So they start with, using keywords like stay at home, protect the NHS, save lives, we're all in it together. Clapping for the NHS at a certain time, rainbows, only 3 weeks lockdown, remember when they said that? To, what was it, to eat, to flatten the curve. So these are all like keywords that, people will say, people will think, oh yeah, we're doing our bit, we're saving lives. Meanwhile, businesses are going bust, during these lockdowns. Then they're increasing the PCR tests, which don't diagnose infections. Yet they're being used on a mass scale. So that's the start of the psychology. Then, obviously, they didn't end the lockdown. They were still keeping up with the, still clapping for the NHS key workers and everything. There was a lot of things put up, a lot of rainbows. Then, there's still the keywords being used. So stay at home, protect the NHS, save lives. After a few months, move to hands, face, space. Also, they made people feel at their mercy of the government, that if we didn't wear the mask, obsessively wash your hands and stay away from your family, that things wouldn't get back to normal. Then there was a few months when they eased up. There weren't these stupid tiers, and people. I think people were allowed to see the family. Oh no, it was the local lockdowns then, weren't it? Yeah. So, but then the mask came, and so there's a lot of people now, they frown upon people who aren't wearing masks. And this is applied psychology that's being used because they think that they're, following the science from the mainstream media. They think that they're actually doing something superior, that they're saving lives, and that we're the enemy, that we're, the ones not wearing masks or are exempt, are, keeping things going for longer, because we're not playing ball. It's just applied psychology, and it's done very carefully. But so they dangle, like they give you a few months of freedom. People could go back to pubs and all that, and then they started bringing the masks into pubs, and the obsessiveness with the track and trace, which is all crap anyway. What a waste of taxpayers' money. The stupid PCR tests, and now we've got government leaders who are just making stuff up as they go along, making people feel so fearful. It's terrorist activity. It's terrorist activity, and it just shouldn't be allowed. They should be put They should be done for treason. The UK government, with the scare tactics that they've done, and the divide that they've caused amongst humans. Because you just see it in the attitudes of people now, the rudeness of how they can be, and they've got no idea that they've just been hearing one side for 12 months. That's if you allow yourself to be brainwashed by BBC and Sky. But yeah, just there's a depopulation agenda. In the latest the Light paper, it mentions that the richest people in the world, there's I think over 2,000 billionaires in the world, they've increased their wealth by £12 trillion during the lockdowns. And you just compare that to the people who have been put into poverty, who have lost their lives, who have lost their businesses, and it's just it's absolutely disgusting. And I don't know how to. You just want so much for something to change, but we're not in control. And yeah, it was this there was a if you watch the UK column, the date they were updated the 14th of January. They speak about this applied psychology, and how it's used, because now the psychology that is currently in place is the shame other humans, shaming other humans into compliance, and it's so wrong. And these people have been brainwashed through this COVID cult, and there's not much we can do about it, but just try and just pray that their eyes will be open, that they'll come through this deception, because they're either going to see what's happening, that communism is here. They're not going to get their lives back by having a vaccine. It's just putting technology into you, because it is a biotechnological medicine, which it says on the government website in the consultation document about vaccines. Was it last August or September or October? So it's not a vaccine that puts antibodies in you. It doesn't even cure this supposed COVID. It just reduces symptoms. So it's just the vaccine's just there to make people rich, like Bill Gates, who's put money into it. Patrick Vallance, he's got £600,000 worth of shares in GlaxoSmithKline. These people don't care. They're just reading from a script. They're just laughing at people, laughing to see how much fear can we put upon the public to make them comply. Priti Patel. Oh yeah, we've put 42,000 fines upon people. Are these people fighting back? Because you have a right to appeal, and there's absolutely no evidence to the science that they're using, no evidence to the face masks, no evidence to the social distancing. Everything's there to reduce your immune system, and with the added stress and the fear, this boosts your cortisol levels, creates the risk of heart attack and diabetes and stress and heart disease. So no, the lockdowns are not saving lives, and clapping for the NHS isn't saving lives. It's it's a disgrace, and I wish people just wouldn't take part. And if the time comes that we get arrested for seeing our families, then so be it. But you know, I'd fight it all the way through the court systems, and you know, take the name of the police officers, you know, all these people. You know, I was reading a story in the Light paper about a young lady who has a bookshop in I can't remember the name of the city. It's called the Mustard Tree, a bookshop anyway. And during the second lockdown, she's been opening up because there's a cafe in it, and she's just been opening up, you know, just to help people, just to provide a place for you know for people to go to talk to, you know, to not be isolated and lonely. And she's had, you know, the council visit her, she's had the police visit her, and I think the fines are up to £17,000, and she's had an ASBO put upon her, which is antisocial behaviour order. I mean, this is what people's tax money is going on. It's absolutely ridiculous, and you know, I pray that God gives her justice. You know, God gives her a God fearing judge over the ridiculous. So in anger, I emailed the councils of this particular city, just telling them that they're working for Satan. You know, they're doing the work of Satan, from the gospel. And probably just dismiss it, and you know, can't think I'm a crackpot or whatever. But you know, he just. And then I've emailed this lady because I found her details online, and just said, you know, there was a class action lawsuit going on in Germany, and then one taking part in the US about the PCR fraud. You know, and about the businesses that have lost monies through the lockdown, through the fraudulent lockdown, the illegal lockdowns. So we've just got to hope that God will intervene and will shine light upon the corruption, because it's just getting ridiculous now. Anyway, so I'll put a link to the UK column where they mention the NLP. But thanks very much for listening. God bless you.